Hey everybody, how you doing? My name is Reiki Dan, also known as the Meta Magi, and I am going to be doing a collective reading for you guys today. There's been a lot of intensity, a lot of purging, a lot of difficulties in the collective right now, so I kind of wanted to do a reading to kind of get some messages, get some insight, get some knowledge to you all. I am a tarot card reader, intuitive, Reiki master, energy worker, healer, whatever you want to call, whatever you want to label me, that's me, you know. But I want to get back into doing these videos again. I thought today would be a good time to start doing this, putting it out there on YouTube for everybody to watch. So if you're watching this and you like my messages, please like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I pulled one card before I came on to start the reading off from the Lightworker Oracle deck. And this is a very powerful card. Usually I read from the book from this, but I'm just going to go with it because this energy is strong enough for me to kind of feel out the vibe for this entire reading. So we're going through all this intensity in the collective, all this transits going on astrologically. I'm not an astrologer myself, but I know a little bit about it. So the first card I pulled is number 35, Past Life Activation. So this card is exactly what it says. It's like we are coming online. We are coming online from our past. We are starting to embody all the knowledge and the wisdom that we've gained from lifetimes previous, and they're starting to come in now. I've been having more prophetic dreams myself, more familiar feelings of almost like something that seems familiar but not recognizable to my lifetime. So I know that this is either alternate dimensions, another reality, or a past life. So be open to receive right now. You could see in this card that she's kind of meditating. There's the doorway and the dove. The dove to me represents spirit, God, universe, helping open this connection and open this threshold, you know? It's like the doorway's open. It's up to you whether you want to go in it and receive this knowledge, or if you just want to stay in the status quo and keep going through the motions like you have been in life. But there's an opening right now. There's almost like a portal that we're trying to connect into deeper, to understand more, to feel more, to be more, to do more, you know, in our lifetimes. And that's why us energy sensitive people have been incarnated at this time. Not to kind of slowly wake the collective up, but to wake what's going on inside of us. So this is heavily activation energy. Feel into it, lean into it. Whatever you're feeling right now is totally on course with what needs to be felt. Emotional purging, emotional density. It's all being stirred up inside of us. You know, it's kind of like the dirt at the bottom of a glass of water. We spin that around. The dirt comes up and it makes things cloudy. What do we have to do? We have to wait for the dust and the dirt to settle so we can start seeing things clearly again, you know? So spirit's activation energy is that spoon swirling things up to make us realize what's holding us back from seeing things clearly into our future. All right? Next, I'm going to pull a couple cards from the Psychic Oracle deck and see what spirit has for us. Flying out. Okay. Very powerful cards. Very powerful self cards. That's kind of what I'm getting for this row. So let's go down the bottom. Card on the bottom is New Beginnings. So Fool energy, all right? New beginnings, not just new beginnings of the world, new beginnings in your life. It's new beginnings of your relationship with self. That's why the solar plexus chakra is coming out. Solar plexus is right here. I call it the sun or the seat of the soul. Very similar to this glowing goldish energy right there. But solar plexus chakra to me, when it's in balance, when it's healthy, it's a healthy love of self. It's you expressing yourself authentically. It's you not dimming your light or holding back for everybody else. It's you stepping up and being your true authentic self, regardless of what happens, regardless if you lose friends, family, your job. Hope it doesn't go to that. But it's you shining brightly for all to see. Not only that, we have the Authority card coming in here. So this is also known as the Emperor in Tarot. You see the yellow ring around him with the solar plexus energy. It's a healthy confidence in self. It's taking your power back for yourself. It's being in a role, in a position where you are the leader of your life, and no one's going to mess with that. The Emperor is the master of figuring things out, of figuring out strategy, seeing everything and kind of making all the machines of the moving parts of the machine work well in conjunction with his life. This is you taking the reins of your life and taking back your sense of self, taking back your sense of pride, taking back your sense of self-love and healthy ego, and being successful with it, you know? We see more yellow energy behind her. It's almost like she got this activation. She's realized it's like she started here at the Fool's Journey, taking the first step based on trust and faith that everything's going to work out well. Activation of the solar plexus, which is all about the self-knowledge, self-love, shining that inner light for all to see. Letting that power not be unmessable with, you know, and then being successful because you are sitting in that power. You are basking in that power, expanding and letting it out there and letting it guide you, and trust with that inner confidence, that direction you're heading, the inner knowings that you know are pulling you in the right direction that you need to be moving forward with. All right. With that, we're going to pull another row. Whew. It's been a while since I did a reading, but these are strong, strong messages. I'm glad I came on today to share this with you all. Now I'm going to pull from the Energy Oracle deck. You get a lot of feminine activation energy. That's kind of what I'm getting. Okay. So, first card I have for the overall theme is the Thinking Woman. So the Thinking Woman, to me, I always tell people, it's not just like thinking and thinking about things deeply. It's like looking inside yourself and articulating what you feel to think, all right? Here you can see the little butterfly, which represents transformation. There's also like the beginning of like flowers starting to bloom behind her. So it's like growing, right? Growth, knowledge, looking for more self-knowledge, not necessarily going to school, but looking deeper within, you know? This book, to me, I always see it in my readings. It's not a book of like the library. This is the book of your soul, meaning all the answers come within. You just got to quiet your mind, quiet your emotions, and feel what you need to feel to get this inner knowledge, this inner wisdom that's going to come to the surface if you let it to. It's going to bubble up and you're going to see it. You're going to feel it. You're going to understand it a little better if you allow it to grow and show up inside of you. All right. So with that theme, the next card we have is the fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. So Raphael, I always work with him. I work with the angels. That's just what I do. I'm an energetic healer. Working with the angels, I feel their vibration. I know when they're around me. I know when they're working with me. When I ask for them, they kind of give me the vibe that they're there. They give me an inkling, an intuition, a clairvoyant vision, you know. But he is the healer. He's in the heart space. He regulates the heart space area, but he's all about healing. Healing spiritually, healing emotionally, healing physically. If you're feeling like you're having a difficult time on your journey right now, pray or try to work with Archangel Raphael. I don't look at the angels as like Christian dogma. I look at angels as almost like their own thing, their own subset of spirituality, their own frequency to work with. So it doesn't matter what religion you're in, Archangel Raphael will work with you if you're willing to work with him. So this is all about heart space activation, heart space clearing. It might be painful right now for you. It might be feeling like a lot of old wounds emotionally are coming up, as I did a collective reading earlier today. It's working with this energy to find the source of those wounds so you can kind of heal, work on them, and plug them. So what I usually do is I'll work with Archangel Michael, who guides over the root chakra. He's the spiritual protector. He kind of cuts the cords or the energy vampires around your aura. And then Archangel Raphael comes and heals those wounds that he's been cut away from. He puts a salve and kind of heals those spots so it's not like a temptation for more energy to be vampired from you, if that makes sense, you know? So Archangel Raphael is kind of here to protect, watch over, and heal that inner work if you're willing to work with him. He's making a presence in this to kind of let you know that he's here to kind of help you balance the energies out, right? Next with the Angel of Balance. So this whole row is about like thinking about the wounds, feeling the wounds, asking for help on how to work these wounds, and then becoming the healer yourself, you know? This card, Healer of the Ages, comes up for me. It's like a Christ-like figure. I try not to just go and resonate with Jesus right away, but I think this is kind of like the Christ consciousness emerging from us. And here you could see it's almost like his heart is being activated, you know? So there's something in the energy here about figuring out how to balance the turmoil that's going inside of you. Thinking, articulating, perceiving, really getting clear on where these wounds are stemming from so you could work and heal them to get rid of them. So you can embody the light and be the best version of yourself, you know? When we talk about this stuff in spirituality, it's like the blocks, the blockages, this, that, and the other thing. These blocks are thoughts, feelings, emotions, or programmed things that we've experienced in our life that are not allowing the light or the energy to come in, to not allow the free flowing of the energy to come in, you know? So when Healer of the Ages is coming in, and if you're watching and resonating with this reading, it's most likely you resonate with being a healer yourself. You could be into Reiki, meditation. You might be your profession, doctor, nurse, you know, something to that effect, massage therapist, psychologist, you know, therapist, something to that effect. Doesn't have to be though. You know, I used to get Healer of the Ages for people that are just kind of like working on themselves, or they haven't really worked on the inner healing that they have inside themselves. They haven't allowed it to kind of grow and expand. And we're kind of seeing that with this similar theme of like solar plexus, heart chakra, and then like the Healer of the Ages. It's very similar energy. It's like taking command and authority of your life, your spirituality, and doing the work that needs to be done so you can embody the best version of yourself. That's kind of the energy I'm getting here. Going back to the Healer of the Ages, though, a lot of people get this card when they're none of those things, none of those professions. They're not doing energy work. They're not a Reiki master. They're not into tarot or meditation or anything. They're just a good friend. They're just a good person. And people seem to want to unload their burdens and talk to them or commiserate with them because they know that they'll understand, or they're able to kind of take some of that energetic burden off people's shoulders. So if that's you, you're probably like the person that everybody kind of wants to come to when something's going wrong in their life. They need to be like, oh, I need to talk to you because you make me feel better. You know, that's the Healer of the Ages to me. Healing is done through conversation. It doesn't actually have to be, you know, work or type of work of some sort, whether it's medical or spiritual. It could just be listening and holding space in your heart space for someone and just allowing them to unload, and just kind of just being there for them and holding space, as we say, just so they can kind of unburden and have someone acknowledge the pain they're going through. But observe it, don't absorb it. It's not your part of your journey to heal everybody and take on all their burdens at the same time. All right? So, next row, we are going to pull from the Native Spirit deck. It's one of my go-to decks. It has lots of Native American themes. Ancestors. Beautiful. This is a very spiritual-based reading. A lot of spirit energy is coming through from the other side to communicate right now. The first card on the top, which is the theme, is Ancestors. So Ancestors to me means like you are here to break your generational curses. I'm sure you hear this all over the internet if you follow spiritual people, but Ancestors is the ancient energy of your bloodline, of your DNA, kind of coming to say, like, we're here, we're with you, we're guiding you, we're watching you, and we're trying to help you break the mold that you've been in for so long. We're trying to help stir the pot and stir things up inside of you to make you realize your true potential, the true beauty and power that you have, and the knowledge and wisdom that you can tap into to reach that higher version of the DNA that we've, you know, cultivated for generations and generations to get you to this point. You are the one to kind of break the mold. So today, give some thanks to your ancestors. Light a candle, light some incense, do a quick prayer, but they're watching and guiding over you. It's kind of also about like giving offerings to them. So like I said, you know, lighting a candle, meditation, something to that effect, playing a favorite music of someone that you love that you know is kind of in your presence that's passed. It's giving honor to the people that have birthed many generations before you to get you to the point where you were birthed in this lifetime. Give gratitude for that. That's kind of what I'm getting. Part of your generational or DNA with those ancestors is igniting you so you could express yourself unapologetically. Kind of like what I said earlier with that solar plexus card. Freedom Horse. It's running wild, running free. It's all about being free, feeling free, not letting chains or attachment or other people hold you down. It's you expressing yourself without letting others cloud or make you feel bad or dim your light, like I was saying earlier. Don't be afraid to express yourself. If you're in the company of those people that feel like you have to dim your light or hold back or not say your truth, then you need to stop hanging out with those people. I'm sorry to say it, If people aren't giving you the authority and encouraging you to be the best version of yourself, the authentic version of yourself, then you need to start doing some clutter clearing and get rid of them. Next, we have answering the call. So ancestors, answering the call. It's like activation energy in this lifetime. This reading is reaching those people that are resonating with it. Everything happens for a reason. This is how I came on my journey, by watching tarot readers telling me you're meant to watch this for a reason. Answering the call is listening to that quiet inner voice and activating, speaking up, past life activation. We have this large theme of activating your energy, taking the leap of faith, standing in your truth, standing in your authority. You are stronger than you think you are. Start answering the call, start listening to those inner voices, start following that inner guidance so you can embody the highest version of yourself that's trying to break free right now. And finally, we have Grandmother Earth. Grandmother Earth to me is all about, our relationship with nature. It's like Grandmother Earth is like the ancestor. It's like we come from the earth. We are from the dust. We are from the wind. We have the fire. We have the water. We are the eyes of the world embodying itself, So this has been a gift. Life is a gift. Even though it seems difficult, even though it seems tumultuous, even though this is like one of the hardest lifetimes to embody right now, being alive at this time is a gift because you are here to enact the change that needs to happen in this lifetime. You are here to enact the change, even on an energetic small level. But on the small level, if we all start doing things in the microcosm, it adds to big change on the massive, on the macro level, So answering the call, expressing yourself, thinking deeply about things. It's all about inner knowing, inner knowledge, and the quest to find more answers within yourself. Woo! What a reading. Next, we're going to pull some tarot. Let's see what tarot has to say for us. So I got balance early, Angel of Balance. We have Two of Pentacles to start this row. Once again, it's all about balance. It's about juggling the things in your life. It's about releasing the things that aren't serving us. It's going with the ebbs and the flows of the natural flow of universe. The tide of collective energies, the tide of cosmic energies. It's being able to navigate and just ride the waves and listen intuitively to what you need at any point in time. Not every day is going to be the same. Every day is kind of energetically different. You have to kind of flow with these things. If you try to stop or try to critique or get angry or clamp up and resist, it's going to be more painful and more tumultuous moving forward. So ride with these ebbs and flows that the universe is sending you right now energetically. And then next we have the Page of Swords, all right? Very similar to the Thinking Woman, So this is another card of inner knowing, inner knowledge, new ideas coming to fruition, following that pathway, new ideas, new sparks of intuition, new creative ways of looking at things. It's like we're trying to get the message, right? The pages are messengers, so it's like pay attention to the messages or the new ideas that are popping in your head, because most likely they're not bad ideas. There's something that's being driven into you or being guided for you to keep looking at and acknowledging, because it's something that's going to be instrumental in your path moving forward and finding that inner peace, that inner self, and more yellow energy, right? More yellow energy, more solar plexus energy. So it's like when we do more research, when we look for more knowledge, when we try to get this hunger for more, that's when we feel more powerful. That's knowledge is power. The more knowledge we have, the deeper we learn about something, the more powerful we become. So keep doing that inner work and let it guide you to whatever knowledge that you're hungering for at this time right now. All right. Next up, we have the King of Wands. King of Wands, very similar to the Authority card and Triumph. It's once again solar plexus energy. We have the lion in the background, which represents courage, represents strength. It also represents fortitude, waiting and watching, and knowing when the time is right. The King of Wands is all about passion. He's all about fire. Solar plexus energy, right? Very similar to this card. I keep looking down to the Authority card. It's not the same in tarot, but it's very similar energy. Pure confidence, knowing oneself, not letting anyone mess with your vibe, standing strong and confident with that passion that's inside of you, tapping in deeply to feel that passion inside of you, you know? And next to that, we have the Queen of Wands. So we get the King and Queen, right? The King is all about the doing, the masculine side. The Queen is all about the knowing, right? The King is a little bit more reserved in his energy. The Queen is more like the social butterfly. She's enigmatic. She's kind of like attractive and fiery, and people want to get to know her, you know? With these two cards coming together, it's like you're unstoppable in your energy. This solar plexus energy, this activation, once you activate it fully, like you are in your power, you are in your authority, you are balanced. We have the masculine and the feminine balancing each other out right now, you know? When you start to know yourself better, when you change your vibration, when you elevate more, that's when you start finding your tribe. That's when you start vibrating at a certain level to vibrate and match the frequency of other people that are at your level, and you start building community. And this is what this card kind of represents to me. It's community, you know, it's working with these energies to be authentic, to vibrate your best, and then vibrate and attract those that are meant to follow your life path. It might even be people, I've noticed on my journey meeting people, it might be past life reoccurrences or past life soul connections that are coming forth. You might bump into somebody or meet someone at a meeting somewhere in public or online or whatever, and you're just like, how do you feel so familiar? I feel like I know you. I feel like I've always known you, and it's weird that we haven't connected sooner, you know? That's kind of the vibe I get from this card. So be open to community building, community forming, love of relationships, new connections coming in that just feel right and make sense and let you feel like you are yourself and you can be yourself around them, you know? And then the last card in the row, we have Queen of Pentacles. So Queen of Pentacles is holding this giant pentacle right here. That pentacle is her power. It is her confidence. This is her abundance coming in. I've realized on my path the last couple weeks, I've been resisting abundance because I've been trying to control the flow of money. The Queen of Pentacles does not try to control the flow of money because she just has the flow already down. She's not even looking at it because she's so confident that abundance, money, wealth is coming into her. That's an energy just like anything else. But if you're not confident, if your solar plexus is dimmed, you're not going to be attracting the best abundance in your life. Granted, it's all about the root chakra when it comes to abundance. It's all about earth energy. But if you're not confident you're going to be abundant, then the universe is going to give you what you want, you know? If you feel like you have no way of making an income or surviving right now, the universe is going to give you what you want. You got to kind of change your thinking and rethink how you think about abundance, your relationship in it, you know? Everything could change in a phone call. Everything can change in one connection, meeting one person. You say the right thing to the right person at the store and that turns into a job, you know? Everything could change in a flash, but if you're not open to it and you think that you're always going to be in this poverty mindset, then the universe will just deliver you exactly what you're telling it to, you know? Woo! And finally, we're going to pull some advice cards from the, what is this, Soul Growth Oracle. First card up. Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. It's exactly what I was saying. Trusting yourself, trusting your path, trusting your knowings, trusting that everything's going to work in your highest good, trusting your ancestors, trusting the inner strength that's trying to build inside of you right now. Next, we have judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique paths and challenges, right? So when you're trying to compare and contrast your journey to somebody else's journey, you're going to be very disappointed, you know? The Queen of Pentacles is not worried about the person next to them because she has nothing to worry about, you know? Stop passing judgment on people. That blocks your flow of abundance. That's kind of the message I'm getting in there. Humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. So this is all about lightening up a little bit. Lighten it up a little bit. Lighten your energy. Watch a comedy. Try to crack yourself up. Make some jokes. Do something to kind of lighten your energy. The more you laugh, the more that you're in joy and happiness, you raise your vibration up. I'm in this one circle that we do psychic mediumship work together, and we're always laughing, we're always playing, we're always cracking jokes because it raises our vibe and it connects us deeper into spirit. So if you feel like you're missing joy and happiness in your life, start doing something to try to turn that energy around. Go to a comedy show, watch more comedies, listen to comedians, do what you need to do to kind of make yourself a little bit happy and smile. And finally, we have empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. So that kind of goes with the healing, being able to see things clearly from other perspectives, but not letting their energy absorb into yours. It's not yours to absorb. It's you're there to commiserate and help them, but by absorbing that energy, you're not doing much for them, because usually after, people will be like, oh, I feel so much better after talking to you, but you feel like crap, right? Don't absorb. Observe, don't absorb. And with that, that's your reading. That was a collective reading. Thanks for watching, guys. My name is Reiki Dan, also known as the Meta Magi. I also take private readings if you guys are interested. I'm going to have the information on a link below with all the decks that I use and all my other information. Please like, follow, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'm also on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. Look up Reiki Dan SC. I'll put all the information below. But thanks for being here and spending time with me. Hope you gained some clarity and some insight into my messages. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the future and seeing me for more readings. Have a good one. Love you guys. Have a good one. Bye.